Hello there and welcome to another Ninjago Seabound set review. This time, as you can see, we've got the Temple of the Endless Sea. So there we can see the front of the box. And then there we can see the back of the box with all of the features that this set has to offer. So now let's go ahead, open it up and take a look. Right, and here is everything that we get in the Temple of the Endless Sea. So as you can see, we've got all of the minifigures here. We've got the little submarine for Kai, this little stingray, and then we've got the whole temple piece itself, which is all these little individual segments that you can pull apart. We're going to be looking at each of those individually, which is pretty cool. And then of course we've got the giant sea serpent Wojira. So yeah, let's get started and take a look at this thing. So we are going to start with one of the highlights of this set, NRG Nia. And so as you can see, she's got this great blue piece down here, which kind of represents a massive wave. That's pretty cool. And you just stand the figure in there like so. And yeah, you can see all that. As you can see, she's got all this water kind of shooting out the back of her like so. Kind of, you can move these all around to get different poses if you want. So you can have it like that. You can kind of have all the water shooting up if you want, or up and down. So yeah, you can do a lot with that. That's pretty cool. And then you can see how that attaches on the back there. And then if we remove that, there we can see we've got the actual figure herself here. So you can see the torso and leg print. Kind of wish that the torso and legs were done in a kind of normal blue colour rather than this dark blue. It would have definitely made this translucent arm fit in a lot more, but that arm is pretty cool. Of course, it uses the same kind of trans blue that they used on the Chima Ice Warrior figures. And then you can see her face with the mask there and this brand new hairpiece, which is pretty cool. As you can see, it kind of glows in the light. There's some kind of like purple stuff in there. I don't know if it shows up very well, but yeah, you can see it kind of glimmers in there. And then you can see the side of the head with all the kind of bandanas going around it. Kind of wish that they did it in her normal hairpiece, because now we've basically got this for a hairpiece that wasn't even used in this show, and then the actual hairpiece that she did have is just in black. But yeah, that's the torso print, and of course she does come with these pieces here that you can fire off, the little superhero weapon pieces that you can fire off. And if we take off the mask, so there is the face, pretty cool as you can see, with all the details going on there, which is pretty cool. And then with the hairpiece back on, there is no second face sadly, but yeah. And then there you can see her back printing, which is normally obscured by this big piece here. And then the next set of figures we have here, we've got the Merlopian Warriors and of course Glutinous at the side here. So these two figures are exactly the same, so we're just going to look at one of them. They do just have different weapons there, as you can see. So yeah, as you can see, torso and leg print, and they've both got the blue flippers. This one has this little weapon here. And there you can see the headpiece, which is the kind of pyro whipper headpiece in this brand new black and blue moulding, which is pretty cool. And he's got the golden armor piece there, and there you can see the back printing. If we remove the head, we'll be able to see a little bit more of that, as you can see. And then yeah, so that is it for the Hydro Whipper, the Merlopian Warrior, the Murray Guard, I believe they're called. Yeah, Murray Guards. So yeah, we get two of those in the set. And then of course the next figure we have here is Glutinous. He is of course another specialised figure. The head is exactly the same as the other Merlopian Warriors, but the leg piece, as you can see, he's got this nice kind of like spider leg thing, kind of like a little walker for him. He's obviously lost his legs at some point. He's got that golden arm there. He's got this backpack piece that attaches him on. He's got this little golden kind of lamp at the back with a little gem inside there, which is pretty cool. And then you can see at the bottom here we've kind of got this glass thing with a red pin inside, and that kind of, I guess, looks like it's got some organs in it. Maybe his heart is kept in there or something. Then we can see his torso print there. He comes with a magnifying glass as his weapon, well, not weapon, but as his accessory. And then if we take off the bracket piece that is around his neck, there we can see his back printing, as you can see there, with more of the stuff going around. So, but that is of course obscured most of the time when this is all on. So yeah, you won't really get to see that, which is a bit of a shame because it is a pretty cool print. But yeah, that is it for Glutinous. And next up here we've got the two princes, Benthamar and Kalmar. So of course Kalmar is the main villain of this series. And we're going to take a look at Benthamar first, as you can see there. He's got this nice blue colour, which looks really good. Kind of sand blue there. There you can see the leg print and the torso print, very nice and detailed there, kind of suited for an underwater environment. As you can see, he's got this weapon here, and you can put that on his back like so. There is just a clip there, so you can hold the weapon there if you want him to just kind of not have a weapon in his hands there. Yeah, you can see the face there. He's got the black Joker hair, which is pretty cool, and very nice hairpiece that you can see, kind of going all the way around to the back. Definitely fits for an underwater environment. You kind of got the waves flowing through it, as you can see. And if we take that off, he does have a second face, as you can see there, very angry, which is suitable, as you can see, with the hairpiece on. And then you can see some of the back printing, but if we take off the bracket, there we can see the rest of the back printing. So yeah, that is it for Benthamar, a great figure and a great character in the season. So it was very good that we got a figure of him, because he's pretty cool. And of course he is exclusive to this set, so if you want Prince Benthamar, this is the set to get. And then we've got Kalmar here. He's not exclusive to this set, he comes in the Bounty and the Water Dragon as well. As you can see, he comes with this big trident piece here. And then you see the torso print and the print on the little tail or his legs. So of course he is a kind of squid man. But there you can see the tail piece in purple, very kind of Pythor-like. And that does have a spot inside it. As you can see, you can kind of attach weapons inside if you want to. So you can just kind of hold a weapon in his tail there at the front if you want to. Maybe kind of you can use that to deflect people while he attacks with his trident. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But then of course there we can see the face as well. He's got the nice blue and purple dual moulding and the gold armour there. And then you can see the back of the head, very cool, very nice mould they've got there. And then there you can see his back printing. We don't have to take anything off for this guy. So yeah, that is it for Kalmar, a very fun villain in the show, and it's great that we get a figure of him. And the final minifigure in this set is Scuba Kai, as you can see. He's got this kind of harpoon weapon here. He's got a machete on the top and the gun there. As you can see, he's got the black flippers there. There is all of his torso and leg printing. Now of course this wasn't actually in the show, so this is just purely made up for the set. You can store a sword in the back of this oxygen tank there, and of course if you've seen some of the other reviews, you will know that this kind of oxygen tank piece is all one piece and it attaches to the legs there. And if we take that off, as you can see, a bit more of the printing on the legs there. We're going to keep that on for the rest of this. Underneath he's just got the same face that he has had since 2017, unfortunately. And there you can see the second face and the back printing with the kind of zip there for the scuba suit. As you can see, the mouthpiece kind of lines up with the face there, and you get this other mask piece here you can put on to complete the look with the goggles there and the ninja mask all around. So yeah, when you put that on, you get the complete Scuba Kai, as you can see, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that is it for Scuba Kai. Now before we get to the main temple itself, as you can see, we've got these two little accessories here. First one is this little kind of manta ray or stingray, whatever it is. Just one piece. There you can see the printing on there, it's pretty cool. You can put Kalmar on there if you want to kind of have him ride into battle if you want. You can just stick him on there and he can ride away. And then there you can see the bottom with some more of the detailing there, and it does just stick on two studs like so. So you can put this wherever you want. And then the other accessory is this mini submarine build for Kai, as you can see, pretty cool. It's got this thing in the back that you can just spin around using one of those spinner crowns. And then yeah, there's the other side, and then it's quite simple. What you do, you just open this up, and there's a lot of room in there. You can fit 2 minifigures if you take out one of these little yellow pieces, the yellow ingot pieces, but as it is currently set up, you can only fit 1 in, so you have to take off the flippers and all the accessories, of course. And then you can just sit Scuba Kai inside there like so, and close it up, and he's ready to use the submarine to go to some deeper depths. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. There's a nice little inclusion, and yeah, it's a fun little build. So that is it for all the accessories in the set. And so now we are onto the temple itself. So as you can see, we've got this main section in the middle. We've got these 2 smaller sections to this side, and then these 2 sections to this side, one of which contains the giant sea serpent Wojira. So we're going to start by taking a look at that section on its own. And there it is, of course. As we can see, we've got the 2 bits of terrain here. We've got this one on this side, which can be removed, but it's pretty small, so I wasn't going to bother showing it separately. But of course you can hinge that about if you want to. There you can see the front with all the design they've got on there. We've got this little shell here, all the gold, black and blue and grey they've got going for the whole Melopia theme. And then at the back you can see we've kind of got a little interior. This is going to be kind of like a little space where Glutinous can be doing some experiments. As you can see, we've got some kind of scientific equipment here that can be used. And then if we pull that off, you can see we've got that sticker on the base plate there. And yeah, we've got a little knife there that Glutinous can use if someone comes to attack him. So yeah, that's just a small little section that you can use to build up Melopia. Then we've got this next bit here, as you can see. It's got these chains coming off it, off the backs of these big pillars here. They've got the tridents on the top, very cool. Very kind of Atlantis-like. And those chains, of course, are holding the giant serpent Wojira. So there we can see her. Now there is a feature with this, of course. As you can see, we've got this bit on the back that is kind of a bit loose. And what you can do with that is you just kind of turn it, and that will knock the chains off to kind of simulate Wojira breaking out. So there you can see we just have these two pieces here, and what you do with those is you simply just attach them right here onto the side of Wojira. There are some studs there, and they just attach. They kind of hold the amulet in place, as you can see. Since her head isn't actually big enough to put two amulets in, you just kind of have one on her torso there, the Amulet of Waves. So if we take that off and depower Wojira for a minute, then we can see that amulet, which is very cool. It's kind of got a nice glitter effect on it. And yeah, the Amulet of Waves, and then we can just attach that back there and then push it into her torso. So you can see we've got the nice kind of underbelly in this kind of sand colour, pretty cool. Moving to the back, got all this detail around here, and then if we just turn this again to break her out of her chains, just pop that off. What you can then do is remove Wojira from the whole base here, and then we're kind of left with these two sections. So we've got this, which is pretty empty without her on, with her broken out. Then we've got the actual Wojira herself here, as you can see. Very similar design to the Great Devourer. You can see we've got the tail at the back here, you can move that around, and we've got this on ball joints. So yeah, you can lift that up if you want to, move it side to side, whatever you want. Got those stickers on the back of her giving some detail, and yeah, we can move up along the back of her. As we can see, more details. This whole section here can't move, it is all kind of on Technic beams, so she is forever stuck in this position. But as you move further up, you can see we've got this piece. Now the camera is kind of showing all these pieces up as blue, but they are kind of, I think, the same colour as the jungle dragon from earlier in the year. They're kind of that green turquoisey colour, but yeah, they're showing up blue on the camera for some reason. And as you can see, you can twist this, so you can twist her head around to look around whichever direction she wants, and maybe get her balance before you do that. So yeah, that's one thing that this has got above the Great Devourer. The Great Devourer was kind of stuck looking in one direction. This can look wherever it wants to, and you can bring that up even further like so. She can just kind of roar into the sky Godzilla style. And then we bring that down. We can see the face there. Uses the same head mold piece that the Overlord dragon used from earlier this year. So as you can see, we've got some details on the top of the head there. All this gold with these nice little horns there. And then you just push on these pieces and you can open up the mouth like so. And then you can see inside there. Unfortunately, the mouth doesn't stay open on its own. It is kind of attached using a little rubber piece, as you can see right there. So if you want it open, you have to hold it open, which is a bit of a shame because the Overlord dragon used the same headpiece and you could open that mouth. But of course, because this has used the clip pieces to have this extra detailing on, they had to find another way to actually attach the two headpieces. So yeah, and you can see it attaches to the neck with some ball joints there, so it can get a lot of range of motion from this, all the way up, all the way down, and bits side to side. And of course you can see we've got these little seaweed pieces here which are pretty cool as well. so they can just lift up and down, and you can kind of use them however you want. And then it does have these small little wings here as well. So yeah, that is it for Wojira, the sea serpent. The next section that we have here is of course the main temple piece, which is pretty cool. As you can see, we're just going to take a quick look around the whole thing first. You can see the front and the back. There's a nice interior up here, which is great to get. And yeah, you can see all the sides. So we start down here. We've got these steps leading up to the temple, which is pretty cool. You can see under this piece here we've got two spears. What you can do there is you can just push on this piece and they will pop out. So if someone is where they shouldn't be and they're trying to get into the temple, you can just stab them with the spears and knock them over like so. So yeah, that's a pretty cool little trap piece. And then you can see we've got this nice golden walkway into the temple. The nice circular pieces right here. And then in the back there you can see we've got this little section here. So we can actually remove this whole thing. It's just on jumper plates. And what we have here is we have got the storm amulet. But this is not any old storm amulet, because this is the storm amulet that we got earlier in the year. And I mean, you can already see the difference right away. As you can see, this one has got the glitter in it, this one is just kind of transparent. So yeah, this is the actual real storm amulet that is used to power Wojira, and this is actually a fake. So they put this in all 4 of the island sets, and it is actually a fake. Although I guess if you want to feel better about it, you can just kind of assume this is a powered up version of the amulet and this is just a dormant version. But yeah, that is the storm amulet, and this is the only set that this comes in as well. So the wave amulet comes in all of the Seabound sets, storm amulet only in this one. And then we've got this golden table here, and that just has a disc shooter in the back, so you can shoot anyone who isn't supposed to be there. That just fires out these golden discs, and you just put that in and then put this back on the jumper plates there. And then the inside of the temple, as you can see, we've got all this nice turquoise colours. And then, as you can see, we've got this little bust here. If we take this out, it's a little kind of old Greek philosopher looking thing, kind of with the beard and the hair there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a marble statue, and that just sits right there, kind of staring at the wall. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we can see we've got these banners here with the stickers on. And then if we move to the next level, here we can see we've got the second level. There's a lot more space in here for minifigures, so you can just kind of put Kalmar in here and he can be washing out over his kingdom. As you can see, we've got this little scroll here with Wojira on there and an amulet in the middle. You can just kind of move that to the side if you want. Got some stickers here. We've got these little kind of potion things going on. We've got these nice pink lights up here, and we've got a green fish there. And then we've got this kind of piece of decoration right up the top there. And on the other side, as you can see, it's got a sticker on it, and you can move that down if you want to. We've got the hat there, and then the roof pieces with all the details on are pretty cool. And you can see Kalmar looking out over there, and we've got the tridents on the front. And yeah, Kalmar's got this nice little bit to watch over his kingdom on. So yeah, that's really it for this main temple piece. Pretty cool. So yeah, that is it for this temple piece. And as you can see, we've also got the golden metal beards there, and these are the clips for where you can attach the other sections of the set. So you can kind of have this displayed out however you want to, whatever suits you best, or you can keep them all separate. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And that is it for the main piece of the temple. And then we've got the final 2 sections here. One of them is just this kind of like defense station with a prison in it, and the other is this tiny section here with this seashell in it with the clam, as you can see. And it has got this sticker here with some detailings, kind of like a small shrine kind of thing underwater. And got this piece here, and then what you can do with this is you can just push on this piece, and then that opens it up, and inside there we've got this Mysterio fishbowl helmet in a very nice colour. As you can see, it's kind of shining in the light again with all the sparkles in it. So yeah, there's quite a few of those type of pieces in this set with the amulets, Nia's hair and this, and I really like it. So you can just kind of have that, put it on a Mysterio figure if you have one and you want to, and yeah, that just sits in there like so, waiting to be opened. And then the next piece as you can see, we've got the rock there with the trident, some more details, a little shell there. Around the back, as you can see, we have a prison door, so you can open that up, throw a minifigure inside. If someone's been captured, you just throw them in there. And then the feature with this is, you can probably already tell, you just push down on that and the door will fling open, and then you can save a minifigure. So yeah. And then finally up here, we've got this turret station. You can stand a minifigure behind there if you want. As you can see, a Molopian is kind of a bit too tall to fit in there. And this can turn, it is on the Exoforce arm there, and it can go up and down. So there's a lot that you can do with this. And it's got the spear on the top, kind of representing what the ammo should be. And then the spring-loaded shooter, what the ammo actually is. And you can of course just hold this down to where you want to fire it. Let's go and fire it at Kai actually. He's going to be our guinea pig today. So let's kind of aim at Kai and then off it goes. So yeah, it was a perfect hit. And you've got this clip in the back here where you can store extra ammunition if you want to. And then right at the top we do have a sticker on top of this piece here, and more of these pieces used to kind of create the shape of the roof. So yeah, that is it for the Temple of the Endless Sea, all of everything that comes in this set. So yeah, now let's go ahead and get on to the ratings for the set. So yeah, overall I definitely think this is the best set of this new wave. Obviously you get so much in this, you get all these minifigures, obviously there's only 2 ninja, and only one of them in an actual scuba suit, so Nia is kind of NRG ready. Kind of wish that was exclusive to the Water Dragon and that her scuba suit was available in this set, because it is a bit weird that the special version, the NRG version, is more readily available than the normal version, which is a bit of a shame, especially when the Water Dragon has no exclusive figures and this has 2 as it is. But yeah, other than that, this is a great set. The build is great. Obviously I like how you can take apart all these sections to build the temple however you want to. And then of course the Sea Serpent Wojira is a fantastic addition, very nicely done, and yeah, that's a great build. So yeah, overall definitely love this set. And just before we end the instructions, we do get 2 books. There's nothing really interesting in the first one, but here is the second one. On the back we can see all of the sets listed there, as you can see, and then we've got a parts count and just this rebuild the world thing. So yeah, there is everything in the instructions. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. Would definitely recommend this set, and I will see you again very soon.